Yumi. Okay, let me just say a bit of your name later on. Iman. I'm new to Imandi. Is he a new student? Okay, Van. Is it Udita? That's how I say your name?
Uditya.
Uditya. Is that correct?
Yeah, Uditya.
Uditya. Oh, Uditya. Okay. So just getting to know you all. Okay, so it's easier later on when we practice. Very good to be back here. So as usual in my lesson, like I always mention, feel free to speak up, ask any question if you have. We are here to learn. Let's learn together. Okay, I hear from, actually last week I was here, I was sitting in the class and I saw teacher Wen Ting teaching your preposition. We'll review a bit of that, just a quick revision to talk about plural, and then we'll do our reading comprehension. Okay? All right, review. So when y'all were talking about preposition, you know that it is very important in sentences. You know, sentence cannot just have your nouns, your verb. So you need to join them, or you need to use preposition to make meaning. So you talk about preposition using time. You arrive on time today, all of you, and we started, we meet on Zoom. So that's position, you know. We talk about direction. You're going towards somewhere, away from somewhere. So all these are the preposition you were learning the past 2 to 3 weeks. All right, I won't go through every one of them. This can be notes for you with your teacher, you know, in Sri Lanka, right? Okay, so a quick, later on, we focus on direction for our revision. So I just, maybe it's very applicable. That means you can use it when you have visitor to your country. Maybe they ask you for direction. So you want to tell people how to move around. You can say, go straight on, or go straight ahead, right? You ask them to turn left, turn right. These are very basic direction that you will be using, all right, in your daily life, maybe when you speak in English. So position of places, again, this can be notes for you. Last week when I was observing, I think there was this word, over. Put something over another. I could hear that maybe you all didn't apply it. So this means over, can also means on top, a bit like on top. I put a cloth over the table. Okay, that's one example. I think the rest is good. You know what they meant. Later on, we might use a bit of this. Let's say when you're crossing the road, you may want to say it's across the street. So it means opposite, a little bit like opposite. This may be something new to you. And I think the rest, for my 8th grader and 9th grader, I think you know what they meant. All right, from last week, what I saw, you can apply them. All right, let's do a very quick practice. Okay, let's see. When you're reading it, I will appreciate if you can read the sentence out with what you think is a good preposition to put in the blank. Okay, so any volunteer to start off? Anyone? Hands up? Or you can unmute and call out the first sentence. The police station is... This is a revision, so
yeah, who would like to be
how
a
about Suyumi?
volunteer?
Would you like to try this? Number 1.
Isumi?
Oh, Van has unmuted. I saw Van unmuting.
Between the bank and the store.
Oh, yes. The police station is between the bank and the store. Very good. All right. Let's go to the next one. Number 2. What is a possible preposition you can put in number 2? The drugstore is the police station. So where is the drugstore? The drugstore is here. The drugstore is here. The police station is here. Anyone has a suggestion what we can fill in?
In
Can I?
front.
Yeah, Suyumi, go.
In front of the police station.
In front is possible. I can always say the drugstore is in front of the police station. There's one more answer that is possible here because it is opposite a street, right? We can say this. So, Sayumi, you are not wrong, okay? You can also say the drugstore is in front of the police station, but we can also say this. The drugstore is across from the police station. All right, very good try. Let's do number 3 now. How about Ruwagi? Give it a try.
The school is near the restaurant.
Okay, Isumi has answered instead. The school is near the restaurant. Okay, but how about if you're, because when you use near is not a preposition. So some of the preposition that we learned just now, if I go back, these are preposition. Up, down, out of, over, under, on, at. Even the direction one, we have beside.
Right.
Ah, yes. Some of you got that and you go like, hey, why not we use the word beside? Then you can tell the person who's finding the way more direct answer. Because when you say near, sometimes it's not that clear, right? Or some of you, maybe if you look at it from this way, you can even say it's on the left of the restaurant. You can say it's next to the restaurant, beside the restaurant. Some other answers you can give is like on the left of the restaurant, or yeah, you know, that's how you can mention it clearly. Next one, number 4. Anyone else would like to give it a try? You can unmute and try.
The train station is behind the school.
Let me see. Okay, if you look at it, it looks like behind. What if you are situated there? So you can say another way of putting it would be, let's say if you're standing on the street, right? I believe you will use something like number 2, right? It's across a certain street. So we will say the train station is across from the school. All right, across from the school. Next one, number 5.
The drugstore is between
The
the
drugstore big.
Yes, Uditya, right? And both the other girl who responded just now, both are correct. The drugstore is between the movie theater and the post office. Well done. So that was quite a good revision. So let's have a practice between a conversation that can take place, let's say when they are visitor to your country and they ask for direction. So somebody is standing here. This is the starting point. All right. This person would like to get to the bank. So this is the bank. All right. So based on the options that we have in the blanks, let's see how we can find the direction to the bank. Looks like in the answer, they have planned to pass by the hotel and we need to use this main street. So let's see how we can go about doing it. Would there be 2 students who would like to, before we role play, I think we get to the answer first. Okay, we will actually try to get the blanks for persons B, right? So let's go by the first blank. Go to the hotel. What is a possible answer to tell us from this direction?
Straight.
Yes, that's good. Go straight to the hotel. And just now in my example, I think I gave straight ahead or straight on, right? You can say, go straight ahead. Go straight ahead to the hotel. And next one.
Turn
left.
right.
Turn right. Okay. Okay, your right and left. Huh? So this side will be, let me try. Let me use the pen. This is your right. Because we are going
Left.
straight from here. Yes, this should be left. Okay, this is your left. So get your left and right. You know, when I was young, I couldn't get my left and right too. So you need to know your left and right. Huh? Turn left on the main street. Okay, so if you tell someone to turn left, after that, what to do for that person? What can the person do? The person is supposed to go
Straight.
Yes, again, go straight on. Okay, you may use the word go straight on. Go straight on. So you use the preposition there, and you will see the bank on the. So the bank will be on which side when you're facing, when you're going this way?
Left.
Yes,
Left.
yes, it's on the left again. All right. So this is the way we talk about it. And you want to be clearer. You want to tell the tourist, you want to tell the visitor, you will say, the bank is the train station. Is
Across.
what's that? Dinuan? Dinuan, what do you say?
Across. From.
Across. Very good. You are using the word across now. The bank is across the train station. All right. Well done. Last time, I think we used the word opposite before. We learned this word before, but because today the lesson is on preposition, we will use across. Now we can have a role play, a very quick one just for reading purpose. A is like a visitor to Sri Lanka or maybe to your area, and person B will be the one answering. Can I have two volunteers, one being A and one being B, to do this role play?
A.
Who is that?
B.
Say your name.
Isumi.
Isumi will be person A. Who wants to be person B?
I want.
I want. So that's Suwani.
Yes.
Okay, so Izumi start, then Suwani will answer B, okay? So let's unmute and we hear the two of them, Izumi and Suwani, to you now.
Excuse me.
Yes.
How do I get to the bank?
Go straight or head to the hotel and turn left onto Main Street. Go straight and you will see the bank on the left. The bank is across from the train station.
Thank you.
That was a nice role play for a quick one. Okay, thank you for the two ladies. Well done. All right, so now I am going to read you this passage. Maybe I read once and I'll get another student to read a second time. And your job later on is to tell me which one is actually Amanda's house. So the setting is actually Amanda is inviting Sarah to go to her house. So she's telling the direction. Hi, Sarah. I'm glad you can come to my party on Friday night. My house is easy to find. From your house, go straight up Broadway. Sorry, I missed the word street. Go straight up Broadway Street to the corner of Broadway Street and 2nd Avenue. Turn right. Go straight on 2 blocks and then turn left. See you on Friday. From Amanda. Okay, let me get one volunteer to help us just read out. Okay.
May I read?
Who is that? Say your name.
Isumi.
Izumi again. Izumi, is it okay? I give someone else a try first. I haven't heard Ruwagi. Ruwagi, come read a little bit. We'll help you along. Ruwangi, are you able to unmute? Is your mic working? Maybe Ruwangi went away for a while. So Izumi, I'll get you to help then. Can you help us to read one more time so that your friend can find the direction? Okay, Izumi, please.
Hi, Sarah. I'm glad you can come to my party on Friday night. My house is easy to find. From your house, go straight up Broadway to the corner
Street,
of
yeah.
straight up Broadway to the corner of Broadway and 2nd Avenue. Turn right, go straight on 2 blocks and then turn left. See you on Friday. From Amanda.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Let me just get back to my pen mode so that I can click on it. I can write on it. Okay, I didn't manage to, I accidentally show you the answer. I hope you didn't see it. So just now that I missed out the word street here. Are you able to find out the house? pretend you didn't see my answer. So which is Amanda's house? A, B, C, or D? Everyone can unmute and say. How about Van? Are you able to find Amanda's house? Sucharito, is that you? Is that you who answer which house is actually belonging to Amanda? House A, B, C, or D?
B.
B? Okay, so let's do it together, okay? So this is Sarah's house. So we were told that for Sarah, she has to go straight up. Oh, some of you say A. Okay, let's see how we find out where is Amanda's house. This is Sarah, right? We start from Sarah. So we say go up or go up onto Broadway Street. Okay, you have to come to the corner of Broadway Street and 2nd Avenue, which is this one, right? So that's where you say you need to, over here, you have to turn right already, right? You have to turn right here. This is where you, oops, sorry, that was really messy. Let me try again. Let me erase all. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's have some understanding of how to read the direction. This is Sarah's house. And we say from your house, from Sarah's house, go straight up to Broadway Street. So you have to use the street name. You go to this. Then when you come to the corner of 2nd Avenue and Broadway Street, you're supposed to turn right already. You're supposed to turn right, right? Turn right. Go straight on. Straight on means straight ahead, here like that. Are you able to see my mouse? Yeah, go like that. Huh? Go straight on for 2 blocks. 1. So some of you, you turn left quite fast. So you need to go 2 blocks. 1, 2. Okay, so you got to go straight on. So this is where you need to turn left. Okay, that's where you get house C. Okay, it should be actually house C. Oh, okay. That was just a trial. I think not too bad. Those of you who got B, maybe you think that going 2 blocks, you miss out the part that says go straight on 2 blocks. Okay, sometimes blocks could mean like this, but that's a good try of reading map or finding directions. It's not the main practice of English, but it helps us to get directions correct. Okay, that was a nice one. Let's continue with other reading activities and speaking activity, reading comprehension. For today's lesson, right, actually, I would like to revisit a little bit on plurals. I checked back, maybe your first few lessons for grade 8 and 9, you have done a little bit on plurals before, but I just want to emphasize maybe on the speaking and the pronunciation. So for example, we know what are plurals. It means that when we have more than one, you will add S at the end of the word. So 1 apple, but maybe 5 apples, right? So the rules are quite simple. For most of the words, most of the nouns, to form their plural, we will just add an S. 1 boy, many boys. I think this is very straightforward. For some other words, this is where I want to highlight. If the words already end with S, okay? Let's say the words that I put down here, boss. It doesn't make sense to say boss, right? It would be so funny, right? So if it already ends with S, we will add ES to it. And ES for the pronunciation, you say it as us. Okay? So you will say with an S, us. So boss will become bosses. Okay, bosses. If the words, original word, the base word already has the sh sound, SH is the sh sound. So it already has the sh. We will also say us. Example, brush, brushes. Okay. If we have more example, if the word already end with ch, as in watch, again, when you say the plural, you will add us, watches. Also, if it ends with either X or O, you will also say the us. In this case, it's just the pronunciation for box, boxes. But for potato, we don't say potatoes. It's just the spelling. The spelling, you will add ES, but the pronunciation, you will still say potatoes. Sorry, in this case, tomatoes. All right, so the rule is this. The rule is easy to remember. If the ending sound already has the s, sh, ch, or ks, this kind, like there are already S's in it, there are already S in them. So when you want to pronounce it, you will say us. All right. But for spelling, if it ends with O, we will also add ES. This is just for spelling. All right. Let's continue. Other words like ending with Y, but do take note, if they end with Y, it must also end with a consonant before the Y. So in this case, R is a consonant. What are consonants? Consonants are not the vowel. For example, let me write down the vowels. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Okay, oh, sorry. Just erase no S there. Should erase this one. Okay, so the vowels are A, E, I, O, U's. So the rest of the letters in English are called consonants. The rest of them are consonants. So when you are correcting, or trying to write a plural that ends with Y, so you will delete the Y, you will cancel the Y, you will put IES. For example, country. You want to write more than one country, you will say cancel the Y, delete the Y, and put IES, countries. Lastly, another group ends with F or FE. Okay, so again, to form the plural, you will delete the F, and this time around, you will add VES. Okay, shelf, shelves. Okay, very quickly, we'll do a few practice. Okay, there are simple words here. So I think we can all say out the answer, maybe one by one. Hiruni, just join. Hiruni, would you like to try give me the first row? What are the answer for the first row? If I were to add plural to the form plurals. Come, Hiruni. I give you an example. So for example, duck. If I want to have more than one duck over here, ducks. How about the next two?
Addition.
Okay, you will add one S only. Good.
Cups.
Cups. Okay, add one S. Tell me the spelling in this case, okay? Next person, anyone else? Imandi, how about Imandi? You're quite quiet. You can share. Yeah, you have just unmuted. Try again, Imandi. I saw you unmute.
Guns.
Yes, and how would you add the spelling? Is it S-E-S-I? Yes. Tell me the spelling. Add which one? S? Yes, a single S only. Good. Okay, next one. Next row. Okay, we have cross, glass.
Crosses.
Yes, this time around we got to say the us. Yeah, we're going to say the us. So when you're adding the plural, we will say crosses. Yes, glasses.
Glasses.
Yes, glasses. Next one.
Fox.
Ah, we got to say foxes. Very good, foxes. Okay, yes, again. Let's go on.
Fox.
Skulls.
School.
Okay, this word is pronounced as owl. Okay, Skull. But good try. Okay, I like the person who actually say it out because you're practicing it. This word is called skull. Okay, how do you form the plural?
Skulls.
S.
Skulls. Yes, just add one S. Correct. Next one.
Yes.
Witches.
Because
Nice one. Because you all see that it
Witch.
ends with CH, right? It ends with
Witch.
CH. So we will say witches. Okay, we will say witches. Okay, next one.
Pets.
pets.
Just
Only
yes,
S.
just add a only S. Thank you. The person who mentioned it, only one S. Carry on. Next one.
Dogs. Dog.
Yes, again, only single S. Go on.
Bunches.
Bunches.
This one you got to say the earth, right?
Bunches.
Bunch and then earth. Bunches. Okay.
Matches.
Matches.
Yes, this is match. And you got to say matches. Good one. Next one.
Focus.
Focus. No, I think the person who said it, let's check. Yes, it only ends with one K sound. Yeah, so we can just add S. No need to say foxes, okay? Fox. Okay, we have more than one pair of fox over here. I mean one pair of fox. Next one.
Legs.
Single S.
Buses.
How about
Buses.
yes, Wani? Thank you.
Buses.
Buses.
Boxers.
Boxes.
Boxes.
Good.
Chicks.
Chicks.
Yes.
Chicks.
Dresses. Okay, all these are like very good revision for you. Next one.
Kisses.
Kisses.
Yes, got to have the us because it already ends with S. Pigs. Only S.
Frogs.
Frogs.
Cocks.
Okay, I need you to say the beginning sound. Clocks.
Brushes.
Brushes.
Good.
Brushes.
Because it's already with sh. Brushes.
Dishes.
Dishes.
Yes, because this also ends with sh. So you got to say dishes. Okay, good pronunciation there. All right, so this is more of those words that ends with Y and F. I think you can see the pattern there already, right? It ends with Y and F. Okay, it ends with or even FE. Okay, so what we are going to do is when we change the word, do you remember the rule just now? Can somebody, maybe Buhyumi, can you remind me what's the rule that I must use?
When it's Y in the word, we delete the Y and add IES.
That was very clear. That's very good revision for everyone. We are going to delete the Y. So baby, we're going to remove the Y, we delete the Y, and we put IES. Yes, the rule will be to add IES, baby, babies. Next one. Wolves.
Wool.
What do you do? Tell me the spelling.
WOLVES.
Yes,
OLVES.
correct. Remove the F and put VES.
VES.
Yes, good job. Next one.
Families.
Families.
FAMIL.
FAMILIES.
Very good. Okay, your friend has already started it. And he put until L and then he says this time round because it's Y, we say IES. Good. Next one.
Knives. KNIVES.
Okay. The FE will together be removed. Okay. K and I. Then must you put F? No need, right? Yes, straight away VES. Remove the FE. Okay. And last one, story.
STORIES.
Yes, I could hear the person telling me step by step. Well done. Okay. So over here, remember, this time round, it's not as easy as just removing the Y and put IES. I need you to check first. All right. For example, before the Y, preceded means before. Okay. Words ending in Y preceded by a consonant. So what are consonants? It is just all the rest of the letters that are not vowel. Okay, that are not vowels. So what are vowels? The vowels are A, E, I,
or you.
O, U. Yes. So I give you one example. Look at this one, monkeys. Because it has letter E before the Y, so you don't have to remove the Y and put IES. It doesn't make sense. All right. To have too many vowels in one row. So in this case, it's just like this.
Only S.
Yes, just only S. You're right. The rule is only S. So country, we have done it before. I'm not going to repeat. So country, just now we did this, IES. If you look at it, because it's R, right? How about days?
Days.
You just add,
Y-A.
yes,
Y.
YS. Correct, because it's followed, I mean, A is before Y, so we are not going to remove the Y and put IES, okay? What about cherries?
Cherry.
Must we remove the, you tell me, must we remove the Y? Tell me.
We remove
Yes, we
We
remove.
must.
Yes, we must remove the Y. So you just tell me whether we must. Or, yes. Okay, city, must we remove the Y?
Cities.
C-I-T-I-E-S.
Good. Okay, how about boy?
Boys.
Adding S.
Oh, somebody say IES. Too fast.
Boy.
Only S.
Yes, I heard someone else say only S. Yes, only at the S. For this case, do not remove the Y. Yes, BOYS. Family, we have done that just now already. Just a quick one. Okay, pause. Number 8. You just tell me. Number 8. Do we remove the Y or keep the Y?
keep the Y.
Thank you. We must keep the Y, okay? Because before the Y, there's letter E. So we just add S. Okay. How about journey? Must we keep the Y or remove the Y?
Keep the Y.
Keep the Y. Yes, keep the Y. Okay, journeys. How about puppy? Keep
Puppies.
or remove the Y?
Remove Y.
Remove.
Yes. I heard someone says, and more than one of you mentioned, remove the Y. Okay, because before the Y, we have a consonant here. Okay, so that's more for your spelling rules and for you to, be referring to it. I think that would be helpful in some of your written work. Now we carry on with reading comprehension. So in today's focus, like the last time when I met you, I always tell you in reading comprehension, you have to take note. When we read, we want to be aware of who the person is in the story, where is the setting, who includes the character, when is it happening, what's happening, how the story goes, and why certain things happen. Whenever you're trying to understand a passage, rereading is the best strategy. What is rereading? That means you read it again. You read it once or twice to understand better. All right, that is the main strategy in reading. Some words that we are pronouncing today, carry on with that, the S part. We have some, I wanted to stress this. Letter C usually says K, as in cat, coat, cry, cute, climb. So, but there are some other cases whereby letter C will actually say S. So when would this happen? When letter C is followed by E, letter C is followed by I, or letter C is followed by Y, then it will say the S sound. I give you a few examples, okay? Sell, cent, like 20 cents, 10 cents, right? Cement. Okay, so you see C is followed by E. So instead of saying the K sound, it will say the S sound. Next one, letter C followed by I. So these are some of the words. Just now we came across city. circus, cinnamon. Okay, so this time round, the letter C will not say sk, it says s. Okay, and lastly, letter C followed by Y. I believe you know the words cycle, symbol, and cylinder. Okay, maybe you use this in science. So all this will say the S sound. Okay, later on, you may see these words. Let's practice them, okay? As the words here, you see science is pronounced, the letter C here say S sound. This is a special case and it's really special because the CI doesn't say S, it's actually saying sh. So English, sometimes the situation may change too. This is special. Anyone who can pronounce the third word here, I'm pointing at it.
Spacious.
Species.
Special is the second. Give it a try. This one. Okay, spe is correct. And this says
Species.
species. Okay, this word says species. Good try, okay? The person who actually try it out. Species, okay? Species means types. Okay, who wants to give the fourth word a try?
Certainly.
Okay, that's a good one. Most of you can say this. This says, and this is so certainly. Certainly means surely, all right? Good. Okay, and just some extra words that you might see in the, we were revising this just now. We say earth just now, right? Branches. And what word is this? How do you pronounce this word?
Couldn't.
Couldn't. Good. All right. We are ready to start the passage. I would like to read once first, and after that, I'll get someone else to read it. Okay? Malik's project. Malik had an interesting idea for a science project, but he couldn't carry out the project without some special equipment. His idea was to track warble migrations in his hometown. There are many different species of these little singing birds that migrate south in the fall and north in the spring. All right, is there a volunteer who would like to read this out today?
Please.
Can you say your name first?
Sayumi.
Sayumi. Okay, later on we'll rotate a little bit, okay? Sayumi, please go ahead first.
Malik's project. Malik had an interesting idea for a science project, but he couldn't carry out the project without some special equipment. His idea was to track warbler migrations in his hometown. There are many different species of these small singing birds that migrate south in the fall and north in the spring.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the next paragraph. And can I have the name of a next volunteer who's going to read it first? Say your name.
Isumi.
Isumi, all right. Okay, Isumi, without me reading it, would you like to carry on with the next paragraph first? Let's hear you read.
Malik wanted to spend 6 weekends in each season recording warbler movements in and out of his area. Warblers are very small and Malik would need a pair of expensive binoculars to be able to tell one kind from another.
Thank you. I really like that you read quite accurately. Almost every word has been pronounced nicely. This word, so when she come across it, she break it up. So she did this. Movements. Okay, good. And it's only this one. Okay. Instead of saying bin, this one we will break it here and we say by. Binoculars. Okay, just this word, binoculars. I can have one more volunteer to read this. Adita, would you like to try? Is that how I say your name? Adita and Ihansa, you are in a pair today? Would the two of you like to? Yes, thank you.
Malikas wanted to spend 6 weekends in each since recording viewable moments in and out of his area. Viewers are very small and Malik
Malik, good.
would need a pair of expensive binoculars to be able to tell one kind from another.
Yes, I like your teaching. You were very loud and clear. So I see that you have over here when you're talking about this word. Okay, again, you can use the AR saying R, you know, as in the word like star. So it's wall. Oh, and R, wall. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't use that example. It doesn't say R here. Okay. So it says wall, W-A-R, wobble. Okay. Okay. And the same errors with your friend just now. Instead of saying bin, we break it here and we call this eye. Okay. Binoculars. Good one. Next person.
I like
Who is
Me.
the name? Say out your name.
Suvani.
Suwani. Okay, Suwani, go first.
Malik thought long and hard about how he might get what he needed. He had heard of a bird watching organization with many branches nationwide. Using the internet at school, he discovered a branch in his town. Malik called the local branch and talked with Mrs. C, the president. He told her about his idea and also about his problem.
Okay, let's have one more person. There was a male voice just now who said he wants to read. Who is that?
Me.
Okay, is it Dinuwan?
Yes.
Dinuwan, go ahead. Thank you.
Malik thought long and hard about how he might get what he need. He had heard of bird watching organization with many branches nationwide. Using internet at school, he discovered a branch in his town. Malik called the local branch, talked with Mrs. Sim, the president. He told her about his idea and also about his problem.
Nice. Okay, quite accurate. Most of the words you can say very accurately. Over here, this word, I didn't hear the I very clearly just now. This word, the IGH here just says I. So this word is might. Okay, might. And for both of you, just now when you look at this short form, this is not Mrs. This is actually like Miss. It's just Miss. All right, not Mrs. But it's okay. We all learn from it. Okay. And the last paragraph. Okay, is there any other volunteers who would like to read this out?
Bhumi?
Gugumi, go ahead.
Well, Malik, Miss Sim said our group counts birds every spring and fall, and we know a lot about warblers. But some members are elderly people who can't see very well, even with their binoculars. We certainly would appreciate having your strong young eyes to help us. I'm sure someone would be delighted to lend you a pair of binoculars. Please come with us the next time we go out to count birds.
Yes, thank you. Well done. So by this time we have seen binoculars so many times. A lot of you remind yourself that this says by. Well done. How about one more reading? You know, every paragraph we get 2 rounds of reading. Anyone else?
Me.
Your name, please.
Then what?
Oh, Diwanu, you have done that just now. Shall we give others a chance? How about Denise? I think I see you in this group, but I haven't heard you yet. Denise, would you like to try, please? We'd like to have everyone participate. Are you there? Is that how I say your name? Dineth. Denise? No? Van, how about you? Would you like to try it out? Van Damma?
Yeah, may I?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Malik, as Sim said, our group counts birds every spring and fall, and we know a lot about warblers.
Mhm.
Some members are elderly people who can't see very well, even with their binoculars.
Good.
We certainly would appreciate having your strong young eyes to help us. I'm sure someone would be delighted to lend you a pair of binoculars. Please come with us the next time we go out to count birds.
Thank you. Okay. Just want to take note. Your reading is very accurate too. All right. Here, delight. It ends with
Delight.
fatigue, so we will say delighted. Right?
Delight.
Yes, we'll say delighted in this case. Other than that, you are doing very well, very accurate. Okay.
Thank
So
thank
let's just go through. I didn't plan a lot of questions. Every paragraph, there's only about one question. Okay. So I'm going back to the first paragraph. I'd like to ask this question. Even before we answer question one, by reading the story, even at first, you do not know what is this, right? Wobble. Now, can you tell me what this is? Anyone can just unmute and say. How about Van? You just read it. What is a wobble? Isumi? His idea was to track wobble migration in his hometown. There are many different species of these small singing birds that migrate south in the fall and north in the spring. So what are wobble? After we have read through, many paragraphs with these words.
Name of a bird.
Yes, well done. Okay, so like we've mentioned previously in my reading comprehension class, sometimes you do not know a word. All right, it doesn't matter because as you read on, you realize that, hey, I can find the meaning somewhere in the passage. So his idea was to track this kind of birds. All right, so I think I have answered question one. Okay, what was Malik's science project mostly about?
It's about birds.
What was
Okay, how about just Sucharito? Suchari? Is that how I say your name? Suchari, would you like to tell me what was his
Sucharito
project
there.
about? Sucharitoda.
Yeah.
What was his project about? Come, you can unmute now to say out the answer. What does Malik want to do with his project? Is there someone else who can help? Surachido.
He wants to track warble migrations in his hometown.
Correct. Track, that means he wants to find out their movement, right? That's great. Okay, second paragraph. What was Malik's problem? After you read through, he had a problem. He couldn't do this project. What was his problem?
He needed a pair of expensive binoculars and he doesn't have them now.
Yes, very good answer. That was very clear. He would need this, right? And that was the item that he didn't have. He didn't have this. That was his main problem. So how did Malik find a bird watching group in his hometown? how? The key
Using the
question.
internet at school.
Thank you. So he found out about the group by using the internet. He searched on the internet. And the last question. Okay, antonym. Who remember what is antonym? Because we did that a number of weeks ago, right? We talked about antonym, synonym. Do you all still remember what is antonym? Anyone can tell me what is antonym first? Is it the same meaning or opposite meaning?
Similar.
Yes, it's the opposite, all right? Maybe because sometimes you all may need to use this word in your test or your task. Antonym means opposite. So by reading this passage, you will be able to find a word that is opposite of the word elderly. Who can find that word? And please
Yeah.
say your name. Oh, Suwani, thank you. That was really fast. So they, in the passage, they say we have elderly people. Elderly people means old, actually, right? So we who can't see very well. Then the person told Malik, we will need your young eyes. So this is the opposite word. Very good, Suwani. Thank you for finding it very quickly. All right. I hope everyone has learned something today. We are a bit short of time, 2 minutes to the end of class. So I think I will end first. If you have any question regarding pronouncing the S words, words ending with S, we can do it next week when we review. Is that okay? So I will say goodbye to all of you now. Thank you and goodbye, class. See you next
Goodbye.
week.
Thank
Bye.
you, teacher. Goodbye, teacher.
Thanks,
Goodbye,
Wani.
teacher.
Bye. See you all next week. Sorry for the
Goodbye,
rush.
teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye, teacher. Goodbye, teacher. Goodbye, teacher.
Reverend, back to you. So sorry, a bit of rush today.
Thank you, Sutin.
Thanks, Reverend. So I'll pass to the next group. See y'all next week. Bye-bye.